Get curious. Demi Moore was born on November 11, 1962, and somehow, over 60 years later, she's still one of the biggest sex symbols in Hollywood history. But beyond her beauty, she has built an incredible career, from heartbreaking romances to badass action roles. Today, we're diving into some of her most unforgettable performances. So, grab your popcorn and let's go. Okay, let's start at the beginning. One of Demi Moore's first roles was in a movie called Parasite. Yeah, a 1982 sci-fi horror flick where she played Patricia, a badass survivor in a post-apocalyptic world overrun by a parasitic creature. Not exactly Oscar material, but hey, everyone's gotta start somewhere, right? This was Demi dipping her toes into Hollywood, and honestly, she already had that it factor. Plus, who doesn't love a good 80s creature feature? Campy, creepy, and totally fun. In Blame It on Rio, Demi plays Laura, the teenage daughter of Michael Caine's character. Here's the setup. Laura and her best friend are two carefree teens on a vacation in Rio de Janeiro with their dads. Sounds fun, right? Well, things take a wild turn when Laura's best friend starts having an affair with her dad. It's the kind of plot that could only happen in an 80s movie.
Well, there's the dancer at the club we were at, the singer too.
She's seeing all of them?
Well, you know how it is, Dad. When you're hot, you're hot.
Any of these guys own a Polaroid?
What?
Never mind. Let's go.
St. Elmo's Fire is one of those movies that defined the 80s. It's all about a group of fresh out of college friends trying and failing to figure out adulthood. Think love triangles, career crises, and a lot of dramatic meltdowns. Demi plays Jules, the rich girl turned party animal who's secretly drowning in debt and bad choices. She's glamorous, reckless, and so over the top, but you can't help but love her. This was one of the movies that made Demi a real Hollywood it girl.
I'm just so tired, Billy. I never thought I'd be so tired at 22.
All right, let's talk Ghost, aka the movie that made an entire generation sob into their popcorn. Demi plays Molly, a heartbroken artist whose boyfriend, played by Patrick Swayze, gets murdered but sticks around as a ghost. It starts off romantic, then boom, ghost drama. This movie was huge, and Demi's mix of heartbreak and badassery made her a superstar.
Why are you doing this to me? Do you hear me? Why are you doing this to me? I can't. I just can't.
What a maid, tell her she's wearing the shirt that I spilt the margarita on and the earrings I gave her for Christmas.
You can't handle the truth, but you can handle how awesome Demi Moore is in this movie. She plays JoAnne Galloway, a fearless Navy lawyer determined to expose corruption in the military, even if it means going up against the intimidating Jack Nicholson. She teams up with Tom Cruise, but let's be honest, Demi holds her own and brings some much-needed brains to the operation. And wow, Demi in that military uniform, my goodness.
And I wouldn't be doing my job if I allowed Dawson and Downey to spend any more time in prison than absolutely necessary because their attorney had predetermined the path of least resistance.
Wow. I'm sexually aroused, Commander.
In the sexy Indecent Proposal, Demi plays Diana Murphy, a woman caught in a moral dilemma. Would you spend one night with a billionaire for $1 million? Spoiler, she did. This role was bold, controversial, and totally gripping. Okay, let's be real. Nowadays, $1 million would have to be more like 100 million, but Demi brought so much depth to Diana that it really makes us question what we'd do in her shoes. Oh, and that chemistry with Robert Redford, absolutely insane.
You want to buy me this dress?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, I've enjoyed watching you. You've earned it.
No, I haven't. The dress is for sale. I'm not.
Imagine Demi Moore as your boss. She harasses you, you say no, and then she sues you. Sounds wild, right? Well, that's disclosure. Demi plays Meredith Johnson, a seductive, ruthless executive who flips the script on Michael Douglas's character. She's dangerously good in this role, mixing charm and pure menace. And those high-tech virtual reality scenes, let's just say they didn't age well. So, would you like to have a boss like her?
Oh, God, look at us.
Come on, I want you inside me. Come on.
No. I can't do this.
Put it in.
I'm not gonna do this.
Come on now.
I'm not,
Come on,
not gonna do
now.
this. No, no.
You can't stop.
No.
You just stop.
And after all those dramas and sexy roles, did you know that Demi Moore was the voice of Esmeralda in The Hunchback of Notre Dame, one of Disney's greatest classics? Yep. She brought attitude, strength, and just the right amount of charm to the fierce gypsy who stood up to the terrifying Frollo. Demi voicing a Disney heroine? Now that's a plot twist.
And then I ring the Vespers and whatever's good for you.
If you ever need sanctuary, this will show you the way.
But how?
Just remember, when you wear this woven band, you hold the city in your hand.
Let's be honest. Striptease wasn't just a movie. It was a public service. Demi Moore was at her absolute peak here. Every close-up was an oh my god moment. Every dance routine, a perfect mix of jaw-dropping sensuality and serious skill. She trained like crazy for this, and it shows. She's not just hot, she's commanding that stage like she was born for it. I sat down thinking, okay, let's see what this is about, and 5 minutes later, I was questioning my entire sexuality. And by the time she does that white suit dance, man. Well, you probably know that due to background music and too hot for YouTube scenes, we can't show a long performance here with audio. But trust me, you need to watch this movie, but not when your parents are home. In G.I. Jane, Demi plays Jordan O'Neill, the first woman to enter the Navy SEAL program, and she is unstoppable. This is one of Demi's greatest roles, where we see her in intense dramatic moments, showing just how good she is, bald, tough, and still somehow managing to be ridiculously sexy. Seriously, this woman could make anything look hot for real. And hey, if Will and Jada had watched this movie a little more, maybe Chris Rock would have gotten a hug instead of, well, you know.
Master Chief?
Lieutenant, seek life elsewhere.
Suck my dick!
Charlie's Angels Full Throttle is one of those movies that just screams early 2000s pop culture. Over-the-top action, a killer soundtrack, and a cast that's having way too much fun. And then there's Demi Moore, stepping in as Madison Lee, the ex-angel-turned-villain, stealing every single scene. This movie is big, loud, and ridiculous in the best way, and Demi fits right into that energy, bringing that perfect mix of elegance and danger.
Hello, angels.
Madison Lee.
Why? Why be an angel when I can play God?
Ever wondered what would happen if influencers existed before Instagram? The Joneses is basically that. Demi plays Virginia, the glamorous matriarch of a fake, picture-perfect family. Except they're actually undercover marketers selling luxury lifestyles to their clueless neighbors. It's a slick mix of comedy, drama, and social satire. And Demi absolutely shines, balancing charm, mystery, and just the right amount of something's not right here. And let's be real, if Demi Moore moved in next door selling a lifestyle, I'd probably buy whatever she's selling.
Really important. I mean, you're still selling to individuals, and what you want to create is a ripple effect where you get other people to be selling for you.
Is there anything that you like to do to relax, like go shopping or maybe?
And finally, we've arrived at the one that's got Demi racking up awards and even an Oscar nomination, The Substance. This psychological horror is so Demi. It almost feels like it was made for her. She plays Elizabeth Sparkle, a former Hollywood queen who decides to take a risky, experimental treatment to turn back time and get her youth back. But surprise, surprise, things get wild and real messy. Demi's performance here is absolute fire, raw, intense, and just wow. And at 60, she's still out here giving us all the chills. And that's it. Demi Moore proving she's not just a Hollywood legend, but also an eternal crush. Seriously, is it even legal to look this good for this long? But tell me, what's your favorite Demi role? Let's talk in the comments. And hey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell, or I'll make you watch Striptease with your parents.